Hello, junk journaling friends. This is Amanda. Welcome back to Amanda's Junk Journals. I have 5 easy junk journaling layouts that are perfect for beginners for you today. The first layout I have 2 photos from my trip to the Lewis Ginter Botanical Gardens in Richmond and a cardstock flyer that I picked up there. I also have a printable. It was free for if you sign up to Emma Duran's emails, and I just showed you a little picture of the layout that I'm going to do. The doily is going to go on the top and bottom of the page, and then I'm going to have the photos in the center. And now I've trimmed down my photos, my digital doily, and now this little brochure. It's just one piece of cardstock brochure from the gardens. And this is great for beginners because if you did not notice, I am now not putting the doily in the way that I originally was going to do. I get carried away. I'm not even thinking anymore. I'm just having fun. And I'm going to make the doily go in the original orientation. I was going to flip them so the rounded part of each side of the doily went in the center. But I think I like how it turned out. And this is great for beginners because it doesn't have to be perfect. That's kind of like one of the main features and appeal of junk journaling. You can make all sorts of mistakes and it's still fun. What you're doing is fun and relaxing. You're cutting, you're pasting, you're memory keeping, you're journaling, you're doing self-introspection. It's fun. And I think it actually, with this doily, it probably works better going this way. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll make another page one day the other way. I do stick this little strip. I had this just laying on the desk, a strip of vintage book paper that I used with a different project. And I thought that would be fun to have that little image there to cover up this little white strip. Because this is not a full pocket. I just kind of sew these papers together and make this page. And I always love pulling in little bits of vintage things. And now I'm just gluing everything down, having a great time. I am using my Scotch permanent glue stick. And it's in a very small size, so it's very handy, very easy to use. And basically that's why I use it, because it's easy. I'm folding down the flaps instead of cutting them off, just because. And tearing the edges to the actual page size. Now this is a beautiful structure in the gardens. It's kind of the main focal point with the fountains in the center. It's a beautiful part of the Lewis Ginter Gardens, so that's why I wanted to include it. It really shows where I was in these photos. I went with my mom and my daughter. We're quite the trio. We do lots of things together. It's really nice. And I'm placing them on basically like a frame of an old antique French history. I use those pages a lot. It's a really nice texture paper. I like having in my journal. And now the pictures are kind of big for this page, so I decided to make flaps. And it makes it more interactive, which is always fun. I'm using a really wide piece of William Morris washi tape for the flap. Super easy, super fun, super pretty. I like that green because it reminds me of the gardens. They were really green. Lots and lots of green. And I use one piece of tape for the front, one piece for the bottom, and for the back, and I'm doing the same on the other photo. And I'm kind of thinking, do I want it straight across or kind of catty corner? And I believe I ended up putting it, a little diagonally. It's kind of awkward, but I kind of like it at the same time. It's, sometimes it's nice to have things a little unexpected. Add a little extra glue to glue it down here. And I think I call that page done. No, that's not right. I don't call it done. I'm going to add journaling. And with this video, I've decided not to do any music recording. I'm having trouble with YouTube. It keeps taking a bunch of notes that are in these songs that I use and saying they're copyrighted. So I am not doing any music. I hope that's okay with you guys. Okay, so I wrote out journaling on a little, like a scrapbook pad. I think I got this from Studio Calico. It's kind of got a little ledger paper vibe, and I just stapled it to the back of it. So it's almost like a flap you can lift up. Just a little bit more texture. Of course, I love using staples. I'll read you my journaling if you want to hear that. June 19th, 2024, Lewis Ginter Gardens. It's Tink's 23rd birthday. Nona told Tink she could go anywhere for her birthday, and she chose the Lewis Ginter Gardens in Richmond. We had a great time and ate at the cafe there. Nona's favorite was the Rose Gardens. Tink's was the Turtle Fountain and Garden. I loved all the shady woodland path because it was super, super hot. Okay, so for this next layout number 2, I have a bunch, 4 photos. I'm going to have 4 flaps on the right side and journaling next to it. I also have this map from the museum, the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, that I'm going to lay down next to it and add my journaling on top. This is probably my first page that's all about the flips. So I'm gonna have a cascade of flips, and I'm deciding that I'm not gonna keep the whole flyer and get rid of the maps. They're not that interesting to me. And just take this one little section of the brochure flyer / map, put it right next to the area I'm going to do the flaps from. And that is one of my favorite washi tapes, the little gold leaf William Morris tape that I got from Jet Pens. They're one of my favorite online stores for office supplies and things like that. Pens, washi tape. Now these are photos of some of my favorite pieces of artwork in the museum. The first one is by Franz Winterhalter. The second one is by Kehind Wiley. And the third one is Charles Sprague Pierce. And the fourth one is Pierre Auguste Renoir. You might have heard of him. Okay, so it's very simple. I'm just taping each photo, just photo paper that I cropped. I think I made them 2x3. And I'm just making flaps by putting a piece of tape on the front side at the top and then the back side. So it makes a little flip. Super easy, but so fun. And now I'm adding more decorative washi tape for more color. A red and then a gold, because this is so fancy and the artwork is so fancy. And the frames are, gilded and beautiful. And I'm going to do the same basically with each photo. I'm using some photo paper. I got them in the thrift store, and they're kind of, they print out with like almost a texture on the photo side, and the back side is kind of plasticky, and it doesn't stick very well. So you'll see I use extra glue on these are also washi tape, but they're like little frames. And then I add the artist to each one on the back. I guess I should have put the title of the artwork too, but I didn't. Let me know if you want to know what the title of the artwork's called. I'll look it up again. Yeah, so I'm adding my little permanent glue stick, and I'm like using a lot, so it makes these little glue tendrils in the air, and that's why I'm like whipping the glue stick around afterwards. I'm trying to catch the little strings of glue that comes off. So yeah, so there's my little cascade flap, and I love it. I love it so much, I decide to add something else to it, and I'll show you in a minute. So on this brochure, I used that fine point Sharpie for my journaling. It says, when Penny came to visit, we went to the art museum in Richmond. We had the best time. We stayed until it closed. I took 100 and more photos and got to see tons more. I love seeing the huge variety of styles and artists, some even local. 10 out of 10. Would love to go back soon. So here I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers tab maker to make tabs from this beautiful cardstock scrapbooking paper. I feel like the colors picked up some of the colors in the museum guide. Reds and pinks and oranges. So I think that looks really cute. And adding the staple to these tabs also helps keep the washi tape frame on the back on. So that was an added bonus. And I just think it's really cute. I love tabs. And this little machine, at first when I got it, I wasn't sure I would use it that much. But yeah, I've used it a lot. It's really worth it. I love adding tabs, especially to like my planners and things, if they don't have tabs. And this is really helpful. And you can use the top part to like trim it, but I'm trimming it really close, so I ended up just using my scissors. It's kind of a little easier, honestly. With such a tiny little tab, it'd be hard. Okay, so this is my third page. I'm basically gonna put these 3 photos of the sunset in a kind of a cluster, and then I'm gonna have journaling on a bottom doily down there. I hope you enjoy my little hand-drawn patterns for my little layouts I'm showing you. I thought that was very cute. Great idea. So I'm going to hand cut, fussy cut, I guess you call it, this tiny doily out. I think this doily is a digital from Little Bindi or Johanna Alyssa's Etsy store in one of her doily collections, I believe. It's just one I had laying about. It's, I think, the perfect size, and I love the colors. Those warm tones brought out the colors in the sunset. And again, I'm using my Scotch permanent glue stick. Those are puffy foam stickers from Simple Stories Bloom. And to print my photos, I'm using my standard printer I got from Walmart. It's an HP Envy 4511. It does a pretty good job, honestly. It was like $40 10 years ago. Still kicking. I find I have to periodically clean the rollers. They get linty and then they don't grip. All you have to do is wipe them down with water. But yeah, on my list of things to get is one of those, what are they called? Epson Echo tanks. That would be nice to get a really nice photo printer. But so far, I think this is great for my junk journals. I haven't had a problem. And it's what I have. And I buy ink from Amazon. So it's like a refilled cartridge. So it's really a good deal. And so it's working so far, so good. And again, I printed everything, I think, 2x3. All my photos 2x3. And I'm changing up the little grouping a little bit on this page. Just because it's fun. And that's what I like at the moment. I tore some tape in half. I think it's Simple Stories washi tape with the cute pink flower and yellow flowers on it with the green background. And then using the puffy stickers with a little rainbow. And the rainbow is because these photos are when we went out to look at the rainbow. You can see it in one of those pictures. The top one on the right. Yep. All right, and this is my 4th layout. The journaling on the 3rd layout says, after a huge thunderstorm, the sky was magnificent. We even saw a couple of rainbows. That was Sunday, August 18th, 2024. And this page, this is a printable, I don't think it's actually in my Etsy shop, but this is my image of a doily that will be a printable. I thought it fit perfectly there with the good colors. And this is a layout with a pocket or an envelope in the front. And I have this envelope. It's a thank you card from my niece, my cousin, much younger cousin on my husband's side. It was her bridal shower with a, what was it? Mamma Mia theme. So I saved all the little ephemera from that event. And I tried to cover up all the addresses with washi tape. So that's why there's washi tape on there that doesn't quite match. So I'm just gluing it completely down as decoration. Not a pocket or anything. It's great texture. So yeah, so there's a doily, then a pocket envelope for this layout. And I already had a pocket on this page, so I used the pocket and then made an envelope pocket on the front. So I did extra. So like if you are a beginner, you can just do one pocket. And I might have just gone a little overboard and did 2 pockets. My journaling up there says, Tink and I went to Alex's bridal shower. We are so happy for her. We love Josh and think they will make a big success of the whole marriage endeavor. XOX, heart. These are Maggie Holmes stickers. I'm using the hearts and the stars. Well, no, they were only gold hearts. And then the sticker that says love grows here on the bottom on the envelope. I used stars from my new punch that I got off Amazon. I love it. It's a tiny, tiny star punch. Like a hole puncher only cuts a star. And I have some old glitter paper that I used for them. Oh, I love it so much. It's exactly what I need. I'll put the link to that product down below too, if you're interested. And the stars are so tiny that I need tweezers to help put them on. Here's the punch. That's what it looks like. And there's the box that came in. Alright, so here are my layouts all done. Oh, I forgot. There's one more. This one is special. I'm making basically a sticker frame, and here's all the stickers, mostly Maggie Holmes stickers. Pretty much all my Maggie Holmes stickers I'm laying out. I have planner stickers, regular stickers, puffy stickers. And this layout is just a photo and a frame and journaling. A title maybe no journaling. So I'm looking for just kind of like a background to make my picture a little bigger. I found this old, very thin scrapbook paper. Thought that was cute. And this layout is mostly, this has been like what I think is my cutest picture in a while. And I have been really wanting to promote self-care and self-love, and for me personally, to accept where I am in life and what I look like, and not to be so critical of myself. So hopefully you don't think I'm thinking I'm so beautiful. I don't think that necessarily. I do believe I'm beautiful, but I'm not like trying to say, look at me, I'm so great. I'm trying to say we all should love ourselves and believe we're beautiful no matter what we look like. That's really what I'm trying to say here. So anyway, believe you're beautiful, and this is a great page for beginners. So yeah, I'm just having the funnest time. This has been the best layout, even though I'm like nervous about having my picture in the center. And I'm not being critical. I'm being supportive of myself and enjoying just stickering it up. I kind of have the sticker hoarding mentality. I've been holding on to these stickers. And I also want to note that I had this idea way before I saw Johanna's last idea about framing with stickers. It was an absolute coincidence. I feel like that happens a lot, that junk journalists end up having a lot of the same ideas at the same time. I've seen people start using like cut out letters from magazines as titles and things like that. I feel like we all go in the same kind of fads. The ideas are like waves of inspiration going through all of us. If you have you guys ever read, it's a book about creating and art. It's like something magic. Oh, I'll look it up and put it down below for you. But it's one of my favorite books about how inspiration comes, and like if you don't grab onto that creativity and inspiration, someone else is going to catch it. It's like almost tangible, that these ideas are tangible and they're just floating around, and you have to grab it and create with it and use it, or it'll go on to someone else. Because she was coming from this as a writer, and a lot of times other authors would have the same kind of ideas. She would have an idea for a book or something, and then she wouldn't write it, but then someone else would. And it was very coincidental and really cool to see the patterns of everything. I love that book, so I totally recommend. 100%. Anyway, this is kind of a long part in my video, but I kept it because I find it fun to watch other people place things and you know, kind of think, oh, where's this going? So that's kind of why I left a lot of this sticker placement in. It just kind of goes on for a bit. Okay, there's another of my little hand-drawn mock-up of this layout. Easy idea for a beginner. Put a photo and then put stickers around it. Easy peasy, lots of fun. A great page in your journal. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope you have amazing dreams and that you are able to have your dreams come true. Love you guys. See you next time.